I don't understand really what this is about, except it sounds like maybe people are just being lazy. Are you encouraging people to be lazy?
So I think laziness is a virtue in a society where...
No. So I think by now, most of us have heard about the whole r/anti-work thing on Fox News and how that didn't go over well. And a lot of people were like, Josh, what's your take? Josh, look at this. Look, it's your subreddit. I'm like, what? No, that's not, huh? I was actually watching Pay Money Wubby on Wednesday when he was reviewing it live, and then...
It goes worse than I think any of you could have even imagined, dude. It's so bad.
I knew it was going to be big, and people were going to be DMing me like, Josh, look at this. And I even saw some comments on my channel on the last video I did called The Wild World of Anti-Work. Haha, get wrecked. You're getting shut down. Get a real job, hipster, something, something. And just because I looked at their content and thought there were some gems in it, doesn't mean I'm affiliated or anything. I don't do anything on Reddit but lurk. But it looks like after the Fox News fiasco, they went private for a bit, and there was all this drama in the subreddit. They wanted the person that represented the subreddit that was on Fox News, they wanted that person out. So I guess they're back up now, and I guess they're trying to restructure and delete all the posts that call them out for the hypocrisy. At least that's what it looks like. But there's also another subreddit now, which is called r/work reform. This one's all right. They got some gems in here too. Congratulations on your 0% raise. Just FYI, like if you don't at least get a cost of living raise every year, then you're losing money. The culture of this sub will be determined in the coming weeks. I think everyone joined this subreddit after this one went private and everyone was upset with how it was represented. And I don't blame them, right? I don't blame them. I don't know if they did make a choice or if this person just decided that I'm going to represent 1.5 million people and not say anything, but they didn't do a good job. First of all, Anti-Work, I think, is a really dumb name. It doesn't give off the vibe that the rest of the subreddit represents. In my opinion, it's not that people don't want to work. Honestly, I think that people just don't want to be treated like condoms. I think the message of the sub is people want to be treated better, people want flexibility, people want respect, people want transparency. And I even say that in my last video. Like, there's some extremist stuff in here, and I just want to look at the gems or the humor with gems. I think that's my favorite, at least. That's why I make skits, actually. I don't know, this is kind of off topic, but it's actually why I started making skits, because if you can make someone laugh, they'll give you a chance, usually, to hear you out in your message. So right now, it's looking like work reform is going to be the more serious version of r/anti-work, and Anti-Work is trying to make a comeback, but it's not going to happen. That's my opinion. They lost their chance. They blew it. They made a mockery of the community. I think they thought they could do what Wall Street Bets did, where they got someone on who was from Reddit, from the internet, and they kind of stuck it to the news type deal. And I think Anti-Work maybe thought they could do the same thing. Maybe. You know, fun fact, none of the news sites have ever actually reached out to me. I don't know why. I mean, I kind of do, right? Maybe I would say something they don't like. Maybe I would call them out because, you know, I'm coming. I'm coming with the facts. I'm coming with all the context because, you know, they're going to try to say, you know, you said this and... You know, say, well, yeah, you took that out of context. Anyways, I would come prepared. We'll just watch the clip together.
Joining me now is the person who operates this anti-work group, Doreen Ford. All right, so Doreen, why do you like the idea of being home, not working, but still getting paid by corporate America?
If that's the first kind of question they ask you, they've probably got the wrong image of what you are. Again, I don't think that is what our Anti-Work wanted to be, and then this happens, right? So we could talk about appearance, suit and tie, professional appearance. Not that on the right. I mean, no one wants to say it, right? But people judge you on appearance. And if you're going on the news and tons of people are going to watch you, whether you like it or not, a lot of people's first impression will be what you look like before they even give you the time of day to hear your message. I mean, it sucks, but that's how it is.
Yeah, so there's some misconceptions about the movement. So we're a movement where we want to reduce the amount of work that people feel like they're forced to do. And so we want to still put in effort, we want to put in labor, but we don't want to necessarily be in a position where we feel trapped.
I think the message is, yeah, some of that, but also I think the message of our Anti-Work is more than that. I think it's, again, transparency, flexibility, autonomy, accountability. They want to be treated better. They want to be treated right. They want to be treated like adults. They don't want to be treated like children. They don't want the carrot on a stick anymore.
But yeah, absolutely, people still want to do things. They just want to do things where they feel rewarded and they feel like they're in a good spot in their life, and that their job respects them and stuff like that.
And that their job respects them and stuff like that. What do you mean and stuff like that? Like, no, that's the stuff, man. That's the stuff we got to talk about, you know?
So Doreen, but you're not being forced to work. This isn't slave labor. You've applied for a job. You've agreed to the terms and conditions of the employment. And, you know, you can walk away from that job at any time and quit. So,
Oh, Theta Care would like a word with you.
I don't understand really what this is about, except it sounds like maybe people are just being lazy. Are you encouraging people to be lazy?
So I think laziness is
Don't say it.
a virtue in a society where people constantly want you to be productive 24/7, and it's good to have rest. That doesn't mean you should be resting all the time or not putting effort into things that you can.
Not the way to go about it. And then obviously you can judge the background and all this stuff. And, you know, this stuff matters. You don't want it shouldn't, right? It's not cool that it does, but that's the way the world works, especially if you're trying to get a point across. You know, if you're coming at someone with a differing opinion and you want them to give you a chance, you should probably consider all the factors that people consider about you before they start listening to you.
Care about. But I think one of the
What do you
issues
think
with
is like a
modern work-
good work day? How many hours is you know, a solid work day in your ideal society?
Sure. I mean, I think as much as people want. I mean, I personally work. I have like a 25 hour work weeks, which I think is fairly good.
What I would have said, again, I'm not saying I represent everyone or anyone except for what I think here, but I would have been like, you know, well, who am I working for? What do I do? Am I paid a salary? Am I in the military? What's the entity I work for? What is my job at the end of the day? Like those sorts of questions. You can't just be like, as much as they want. Maybe in like a fairy tale world, sure, but people want to work, people want purpose, but people don't want to be treated like crap for working at a job where they find some purpose, but also their job treats them like crap. It's more than just this. But I don't know how much time they have on the air. I don't know how this works. Is it, you used to get like 4 minutes or something and you have to have this stuff ready to go?
I would like less work hours.
And what do you do, Doreen?
I'm a dog walker.
A dog walker. Okay.
Yes.
And how
So
how
I
old
find a
are
lot
you,
of
if you don't mind me asking?
Sure, I'm 30.
You're 30. Okay. And is there something you want to do besides being a dog walker? Do you aspire to do anything more than dog walking, or is that kind of your...
Like, you see the little jabs there from Fox News. You want to be anything more than dog walking? Like, yes, I know as a society being a dog walker for a living isn't probably the greatest, probably not going to make a lot of money. But if someone doesn't have bills and they want to walk dogs, who cares? Like where's that conversation? Where's that? I see what you're doing. Like, I get it. I see through it, but I also see what you're saying and I see the message behind it.
I love working with dogs. If I had to do this for the rest of my life, you know, I wouldn't be super complaining. You know, dogs are wonderful animals. But I would love to teach. I would love to, work with.
See the banner at the bottom, Reddit thread, work is pointless, humiliating. You know they're going to come and grab those things and be like, justify this? Look, feel like you would just know it's Fox and they're going to do that.
Work with people and stuff like that.
What would you teach, Doreen?
Philosophy mostly.
Philosophy.
Just introduction to philosophy, critical thinking, reason, stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm surprised this man isn't just bursting out laughter with tears. You know, he's obviously holding it back because
I would love to take your class, Doreen. I would just be taking notes the whole time. And you know what? A professor's a very similar schedule than something that you're imagining. So I think that actually might work perfectly for you. Listen, I think this might not be the greatest idea, but who am I to judge? To each their own.
As he says that with extreme judgment.
It's a free country.
Sure.
Not everything's free, but it is a free country. Thank you so much.
Sure.
We got to run. We got to pay the bills.
That was actually pretty savage, I'm not gonna lie. So, I mean, you can come back to r/antiwork if you want, but if you want something more serious, the news subreddit, you can go to r/workreform, and then, wait for it, I have my own. I'm announcing a brand new subreddit of my own. It is called r/corporate Kool-Aid. I'm gonna post all my memes that I find in here, and if you'd like to as well. Now, I kind of want to keep this on the lighter side of things, and I know it can be difficult to do when the topics can be dark. I just want the channel to bring people together, not divide people. Now, we could start with memes if you want, but we can also expand this. You can make memes of me. I don't actually care. Corporate Kool-Aid, guys, come subscribe today. I'm currently the only moderator, and if this actually gets any corporate posts or memes or anything like that, then that'd actually be pretty cool. Yeah, it's not serious like r/work reform, but that's not my style. Anyways, if you like anti-corporate stuff or worker rights stuff, transparency, hypocrisy in the corporate world, power and manipulation, stuff like that, and like inaction, like visible examples of stuff happening like that, then that's this channel. You should hit subscribe. If you like this video, you should probably hit the like button. If you disliked it, my take, which I think was pretty fair, you could double smash thumbs down. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you guys have a great weekend. See you in the next one.